Hey guys, it's Otti again. I'm sitting in an online call with two members of the band Thundermother. Hi, first of all.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Hey,
Hi.
very good.
Yeah, as I told you in advance, last time we met was in Bochum, almost 2 years ago, in May 2023. So many things happened that we can talk about. But maybe first of all, to the people outside who don't exactly know who you are, maybe tell your names and your part in the band.
My name is Filippa Nessil. I play guitar and I am the founding Thunder Mother.
And I'm Linnea, and I'm the singer, and I'm the newbie in the band since 2 years soon.
Yes. I think you came into the band close before our last talk. So back then it was really new. And
Yeah.
now, maybe first of all, you can tell me, it's 2 years almost now. So how did you grow together as a band? How did things work out since then?
Uh, Really good. I mean, it's been a very smooth ride. Of course, some bumps in the road which happens in every new adventure you go on, but overall, everything has been really smooth. We talk a lot about how we communicate, and we better ourselves every day, and feels really good. And music wise, we are all really excited to finally release the first album of this Mark III of
Yes.
Thunder Mother.
Yeah, this is the main reason why we talk. There's a new album coming in a few days, I think.
Yeah.
I have it here.
Oh, cool.
Ta-da.
Nice.
Yay.
I don't know why we signed it, but I'm gonna put it on our Instagram, I think.
Yeah. Those, I don't know how they are called in English, but those are putties in German. Also in English,
Oh,
Putties.
the small
Oh, the
angel,
angels.
small baby angels are called
Mm.
putties in Germany.
cookies.
Yes.
Putty,
That's
putty.
me. Linnea is there.
So,
Yeah.
are these original pictures of you being
No,
young, or is it? No.
We didn't look that cute.
no.
Okay.
Much more fat angels here. No.
See what you mean. Okay. And the title is Dirty and Divine, so people outside know. So, and maybe you can first off tell me what makes you dirty and what makes you divine.
Ooh, ooh.
I'm a judgy girl. No.
Yeah, you
Uh,
definitely.
I guess everyone has some dirt, and every human soul is a divine creature. We all have a little bit of both in us. And what makes me dirty? I think I can be. It depends on if we mean dirty in a good way or in a bad way. If we talk in a good way and stay positive, it's I'm quite funny, and it's because I have a dirty mind. I guess.
I'm dirty with milk. No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm breastfeeding now. So everything is dirty.
So your grandmother not long ago is like this. You can,
Yes, I just
yeah.
became a mom or 5 months ago. So I have my little baby here with me.
Oh, really
She's
cute.
coming on tour as well. She's a real rock and roll baby with a Led Zeppelin t-shirt right now. Or
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Mm.
she has good taste.
So, but I think this is something we can talk about the tour later on. But it's rather difficult to bring a child to a tour, having care for it. I know from other mothers that are in the rock and roll business, but you have plans for this to really organize everything together.
Yeah, I mean the tour bus, the guys they put in a crib in the bus
Cool.
because Elin in Blues Pills had it before us, and then they know that Thunder Mother was gonna go on it. So we both have kids, and I think they're really cool. That's the future of rock and roll is to bring your family and whatever. It's not just a booze anymore. It's more doing it as a lifestyle, playing rock and roll, and you can have it all. You can have a kid if you want. And Linnea actually inspired me a lot because she has two kids and been doing music. And I said I would do everything to support you, and I want to have a kid too, so we can help each other. And yeah, it's working out good
Yeah.
so far.
I think it's totally interesting because, as I mentioned, I talk to other mothers that have children from the rock and roll business. And I think things are growing for this as well. Maybe 20, 30 years before this, it wasn't that possible because no one would have had thought about it, at least.
No, and it's easier now with the tour buses and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
And the backstage rooms have to be prepared somehow.
if you're a new band, it's hard because there's no money in music here almost, you know.
Hey, PP.
Yeah. Hello.
I was
special
gonna not show
guest
her
here.
face, but that's
Yeah.
impossible.
Hello.
Show your t-shirt.
Oh, wow.
She can be in the interview.
Yeah.
Wanna be on YouTube?
Yeah. Can give all the answers.
Exactly.
Thunder Baby. This is Thunder Baby.
Yeah, she was. I was gonna say maid on tour, but that's not true. But Linnea found out I was pregnant on tour. She was like,
I find out.
Oh.
Linnea found out because I was so nice in the mornings. I was like, "Good morning. Do you want coffee?"
Yeah.
And then she pushed me in the bathroom. There you go. I was pregnant.
Okay. So normally you are not nice in the morning. You're more
No,
like
neither am
like
I.
give me
No,
coffee
Don't talk
first.
to me.
Like, it's just that Filippa wasn't known for being up early in the morning.
No, and I was up
And then
like
she came tripping
7.
down the stairs. Good morning, everyone. Is it anybody who needs anything? I fluff the pillows and like, who is this person? And I'm like, oh, this happened to me when I was pregnant. She's pregnant.
Great thing is.
No more beer that tour. That was too bad. I was like, can we take the test tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, now, Linnea said. So
You're taking it now.
stop beer straight away.
Yeah.
And one cool thing is this baby has somehow 4 mothers, you can say.
Exactly. Linnea is also like I tell like mother number 2 for Pippi because Linnea is always like, give me the baby, and I'm like, here you go.
Great. But we shouldn't talk too much about this because then time is over.
I know,
I love
yeah.
the baby already, and it's cool, but maybe at least we should talk a little bit about the album as well.
Okay.
This is what happens when you become a mother. I'm not gonna be that mother who talks about her baby all the time, and then it's like,
Exactly.
that's the only thing you want to talk about.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. It's like me.
Yeah.
I'm no father, I have to say, but I'm a father of cats, and I love to talk about my cats all the time. So
Well, there you go.
somehow
Same
similar,
thing.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
let's talk
sometimes-
about the album. Yes.
Yeah. So I have to concentrate. And yes, as mentioned, it's your first album in this lineup, in this version of Thundermother. So, and I think you both have been the most part of the songwriting process. Is it like this? So how did this work out? Maybe you can tell a little bit about this.
Yeah, you can start.
With songwriting.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, we started quite immediately when I joined the band. We ignited a sort of inspiration in each other. And we had a song lined up for us to record. And then we said, you know what, let's wait with recording that and take our time to really make an album that we want to, don't stress it. And that was really good. In the end, we wrote some really good songs and we took our time with it. We took our time with really doing proper lyrics that we all liked and tweaking melodies and lines, and we really wanted to be good, we wanted to feel that satisfaction of now we released an album that we like and that we accomplished.
And I think it worked out because I had the chance to listen to it already as a list like press.
Yeah.
And I think it's maybe your strongest album ever.
Yeah.
Thundermother.
Thank you so much.
So we're really proud of it. I love it. I'm happy you like it too.
Really happy you like it, because that's not something that we take lightly, or at least I don't, because I mean, I'm filling out the shoes of 2 amazing singers that's been in the band before me. So hearing that really warms my heart.
And is it like Filippa did the songs as an instrument and you did the lyrics, or did you work on both together?
we work on both together, and then we had some friends that chipped in with some songs and some riffs and some melodies, and like it's me and Filippa has had our hands in at some point in more or less all the songs, yeah. But I guess that I haven't done a lot of guitar work except on some of the songs.
But it was really smooth. Like we sent it back and forth, and Linnea did a lot in, afterwards that I sent some music and stuff. She twisted the whole song into something really cool that I didn't expect every time I sent her something, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And maybe you can tell a little bit. Don't have the time to talk about every song, but maybe you can tell a little bit about the lyrics in general. What are the topics you have on this record? What has inspired you in the time?
So I really like if you speak about feeling all right, because I think it's such a great theme.
The cool thing is that all of these songs, we had a hard time choosing which songs to release as singles.
And feeling all right isn't a single.
No, but there's
we like it. People talk about it.
Yeah, many people have commented on that song and said that they really like it.
It's so maybe it could be like a lyric.
Yeah.
About feeling good, not Linnea wrote it, but I can explain what she meant.
I will interject if it's wrong.
Okay, so if I get it right, many people write sexy songs about sex, obviously in rock and roll. So Linnea stripped away the sexy, but she did something about feeling good with sex. Feeling all right with yourself and your body and your partner, take away all the pressure. That's the result of this song. About just enjoying it in the body you're in, and together with someone you really love and comfortable with. So I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So maybe a female side on the sex and rock and roll.
It could also be a male side.
Yeah, sure, but you know what? More emotional and not like sex. Telling like sex is hard and dirty, for example. The divine side of sex, maybe.
There you go. The divine side of sex. And also I think I've been, me and my husband, we've been together for 10 years soon. And there is something that happens when you grow attached to each other in a relationship, which evolves it into if you go on a date with someone for the first time and then you go home to them, and it's a different kind of emotion.
Sure.
But when you're with someone that you love and respect and trust, it's that kind of sex isn't really depicted in rock and roll, but now it is.
Great.
So that's one song, the meaning of one song at least.
Yeah.
Another song we can talk about, as I've read the press info, for example, and I think it's Can You Feel It? It's also, so the lyrics are really clear. It's about, as I've read it right, going with your father to a rock and roll show, for example. Is it
That's the Can't Put Out the Fire.
That's another song.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Then but maybe then this song. So how did this come up? Have you been with your father to a show, for example? Was it like a real experience? And
yeah,
which show was it?
That's autobiographical. Autobiographical. And when I was 6 or 7 years old, I went to see Kiss with my dad. And I was I was sitting on his shoulders for the whole show. And I still remember it. So that's sort of how it started, and also the love for Kiss. And like the memories that ignited this music dream. Sort of.
And maybe this is the dream you want to give to your children as well? Growing up with rock and roll music and going to them with concerts or taking them to your shows?
Yeah, that, and also still maintaining stability, I guess, in their lives. So it's also it's balanced, I guess. Have a stable life and also doing this rock and roll business.
Yeah. I think it's more important than ever to do
Yeah.
it like this. Yeah.
Feel,
And maybe Filippa, you can tell me what has been your first show you've attended as a child or a teenager or something?
Oh yeah, I was 13 or 14 when I went to Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yay!
KB in Malmo. I will never forget. I was the youngest one there in the first row. I had earplugs on and this kids, thing above also, and it still was the loudest I ever experienced because he had Marshall stacks on full volume the whole stage, and I was a kid in the front. Maybe that's where my love for Marshall started.
Probably.
Great. And I've read something that you even have some song that's political, but it wasn't named in the press info. So is this something new to THUNDERMOTHER to have some more deeper statements on political or social things?
It's probably my fault.
We don't do politics, but
in a world that is inherently political, it's impossible to stay out of it, I would say. And we have it was a conscious decision to be kind of diffuse about what it's about, but it is about something.
So people have to find out themselves in this case.
I think that those that want to know what it's about, they can pretty quickly understand what it's about if they just do a quick social media check. But yeah, it's there's a difficult world we're living in right now with a lot of shit going on, and for myself, I think it's difficult to release a piece of art without having some sort of comment on the state of the world, I guess.
Maybe
you know what I mean, Filippa?
Yeah, I mean, you said something to me once that it's better to say something than be completely quiet, because then something bad has happened and you regret just being a part of it.
Yeah, that and it's a privilege to say that you're not political, because there are people around the world that has to be political. That their lives rely on the politics that are going on. So for us to be even able to say that we're not a politically aligned band, that's a privilege, and we have some power. So
it's not very political in per se that we don't like war. So that's what we can say about that song.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dive deeper.
No.
But this, for example, is a strong statement, and I think almost everybody would say he doesn't like war, but people have to know.
Do something about it. Take away the people who want to have a war.
And one thing is, we always have this discussion, should be politics and rock and roll or not. We don't do this at this moment, but I think you're in some kind of way always political as you give a good time to the people. And making them positive-minded, giving them a good time is somehow political as well, as it brings energy into the world. So
yeah, definitely. One person at a time.
Yeah. And for this, we can come to the tour that's upcoming, the Divine and the Dirty and Divine tour. It starts at, I think, 7th of February. Is it like this?
Hamburg, yes.
Yeah.
We're super excited about.
So for sure, at this point, the main set will be about the album and some of the older stuff and stuff as well. But did you play some of the songs before? Did you try out some of them at older shows?
We have not tried them before. We have, however, rehearsed the whole album now. Okay. So we could play the whole album basically, because it's pretty short album. It's only 32 minutes or something. Easily fitted in as a longer set. So we'll see what we'll do. We might change it up a little bit from day to day to make it interesting for everybody. Some people go more than one time to a show. So to not keep it as obvious, doing the same show every day kind of thing.
Yeah, for example, here in North Rhine-Westphalia, you are playing in Cologne and in Bochum, and people could attend both shows, and it's cool if they have different sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have this like VIP stuff, and there's one guy coming to 3 of them.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
really big fan.
Yeah. He'd get the same vinyl 3 times and everything.
Yeah, but
I hope
it's
it's
cool.
nice. No kidding. Gonna hang out with him a lot.
Yeah.
It's cool to have such die-hard fans that they keep you up and support you this way.
Yeah.
We need
It's
them
incredible.
nowadays.
Yeah, but it's also cool that you get to know them, you know, the hardcore fans.
Sure. So is this something you have toured a lot in the past, and even with this lineup together, you have some fans that you miss sometimes when they are not coming, for example, being ill or so in special cities?
Yeah. I mean, you just expect some people to come, and if they're not there, you're like, oh, they don't like us anymore, or what's the problem? Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
so sometimes probably it's like being ill, especially people can't come. Yeah.
Yeah, but there is like 2 dudes in north of Germany that comes to every show the Thundermother ever done in north of Germany, and even Denmark and Malmö, south of Sweden. And they never talk to us, never talk to me. But they've been coming to the shows for 10 years.
Okay.
Wow.
We're just like, I know one guy's name is Bruno.
Hey, Bruno.
Hey, Bruno.
So
He's a
Come say
cool
hi.
supporter. He's just a cool supporter.
yeah, it's nice. And those are the people standing in the first row in most cases, I think.
Yeah, but never smiling, just like. But I still want him to be there. He's make me feel safe.
So probably on this tour as well. And maybe Bruno, if you see this, at least say hi. Somehow.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah,
hug, Bruno. Come on.
Yeah. Maybe we see at the tour as well, but I have to do my plans for the next weeks soon, probably.
Yeah, let us know if you want to come to a show. We can put you on the list.
Maybe like Bochum. We could talk then as well, maybe an update to this one. We have to come to an end, I think, now, because next interview is awaiting. And I have lots of questions I could ask, but as we have done something about rock and roll, about first shows and so, my final question that I've written down would fit. So maybe you can both tell me what are your 3 most important rock songs ever that inspired you.
Welcome to My Nightmare, Alice Cooper. Crazy Nights, Kiss. And Highway to Hell, AC/DC. That's the first 3 I thought of without much thinking.
Oh, nice.
Oh god. Okay. I would say Crazy Train with Ozzy Osbourne, and Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name, and AC/DC. Which one? TNT, maybe?
Was the first one I've heard of AC/DC back then, so great
It
song.
was like the first song I heard with them, yeah. Kid.
Totally. And this is somehow how it started with me getting into harder music. Nice.
Yeah.
So let's
Thank you
come to
so
the
much
end.
for a pleasant interview, Frank, and
Yeah,
was-
thank
was
you so much.
hope we see you in Bochum.
Bochum, yeah. If you
Yeah,
like, and then yeah, maybe we can talk again.
yeah, that
For
would be
tonight,
great.
let's say bye-bye to the people outside. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thundermother, come to the show. Buy the album
Rock.
Rock.
and see ya. Bye. Cheers.
We love
Bye.
rock. Bye bye.